We've all heard the story of Jason Voorhees drowning in the summer of 1957 at Camp Crystal Lake due to the negligence from the nearby counselors. At least that's what we hear from Pamela in both the films and the game, leaving some to think his dream sequence appearance as a child at the end of the first film was the starting point of Jason being supernatural all along, or even using it as a way to make the Deadite claim fit. But in the second film, set 27 years after Jason was thought to have been dead, and 5 years after the first film, Jason appears as a living, full-grown adult. But I always wondered, how did Jason survive for so long in the woods without ever being seen? And did he survive alone? My theory is that Jason did survive and was washed up on the other side of the lake after drowning. But what if he didn't just wake up and wander off in the woods, never to be seen or heard from for over 2 decades? What if he was found and taken back to the shack that we would all come to know pretty well to be Jason's home by the second film? This would explain why Jason was never found by the search parties and was presumed dead. I believe that this person may have also been who raised Jason, teaching him to hunt and kill the surrounding wildlife as well as any stray pets for survival. This would explain how Jason learned his killing methods shown in the films without being more animalistic and just wildly acting out, setting traps and using scare tactics on his victims instead of blindly doing things by instinct and rushing at everyone he sees. I also think that Jason was told to wear the sack to hide his appearance so that if he were to be seen, it would be hopeful that a person would remember less about a man wearing a bag over his head than a man with major deformities. I find this likely since Jason was never shown to hide his face as a child in any of the flashbacks or dream sequences, so it wouldn't make sense for him to automatically develop the need to hide his appearance if he lived alone all this time, when the only person that would see his face is himself. I feel like this would have been forced by someone for Jason to adopt it so adamantly, even after death. The only question is, what happened to the person that took care of Jason for them not to appear in the films? My theory is that they may have. I think it's possible that it may have been either Crazy Ralph or Abel, maybe even possibly both, that may have found Jason and brought him back to the shack and revived him, living there ever since, at least until witnessing his mother's death, beginning the true death curse and bringing about Crazy Ralph's demise and Abel disappearing as quickly as he appeared in part 3. But that's my theory. Do you agree? Or do you think it may have been someone else that could have raised Jason all this time in the woods? Or do you think Jason survived on his own? Comment below with your own theories, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as well as hitting the notification bell to be alerted whenever a new Dark Theories video is uploaded. As always, I am JG Dark, and thanks for watching.